Hey gang, Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving a day early. If you're paying attention, you may have noticed that I typically put out a video on Thursday and another one on Sunday. Today's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and I wanted to express my gratitude because I'm really grateful for all of my viewers. I'm inching closer to that magical $1,000 subscriber level that will allow monetization for me. And if you don't know what that means is, YouTube serves ads that you have to watch on my videos. If I have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, then I get paid a portion of that ad revenue. So I'm kind of excited about getting some of that. That would be awesome. And oftentimes people wonder what they can do to help support me in that goal. So a couple of things. It helps to watch the entire video. And oh, by the way, if you hit the little gear icon and choose playback speed, you can speed up the playback speed so it doesn't take as long to do that. I do that often for the people that I support as well. It helps a lot to leave a comment down below, even if it's just an emoji. Just put a happy face. And it really helps to hit that thumbs up button. So if you think you're subscribed, please double check, because YouTube does spontaneously unsubscribe people. If you haven't subscribed, why not? It doesn't cost you anything, and it definitely helps out the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know what's coming up next. And yeah, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, all that good stuff. So in another area, viewers have also asked about other ways that they can support me, and my friend Barb has encouraged me to start an Amazon storefront. So if you use my link, which will be in every video down below in the description, it doesn't cost you anything extra, and I get a commission from Amazon from your purchases. So I'd say please consider using it for your Black Friday purchases. Yeah, and pretty much throughout the year. Really be great if you would bookmark that and go into Amazon from my link every time. And as I said, that'll be in every video description from here on out. So, what's up for today's video? Well, today we're going to talk about the top 5 considerations when choosing an RV for full-time living. And stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to tell you about my experience and how I got it wrong the first time. Alright, let's go ahead and roll the intro, and then we're going to get right into it. So if you're considering the exciting journey of full-time RV living, you're in for a treat today. We're going to guide you through the top 5 considerations when choosing an RV for full-time living, which is different from traveling. And whether you're a solo traveler or a family of 4, these tips can help you make an informed decision. So let's dive right in. So number 1 is going to be size and layout. First and foremost, consider how big an RV you want and what kind of layout you're looking for that's really going to work for you. Space is key when you're living full-time on the road. Look for an RV with a layout that suits your lifestyle. So for families, bunkhouse models like the Forest River Georgetown GT5 offer separate sleeping areas, while couples might prefer a more compact layout, like the Winnebago View. So remember, it's not just about the size, but about how the space is utilized. And I guess just to be clear, I'm including some recommendations for specific models here, which are not the only choices within that genre, but I want to give you an idea of what specific model might be useful to you in what I'm describing in the considerations. So I hope that helps. Number 2, near and dear to my heart, think about off-grid capability. Full-time RV living often involves camping in various locations, and not all of them have full hookups. Now, for me personally, I generally prefer not having full hookups. I prefer to be out in nature, further away from other people, with more space for, Kit and I to hang out and do our thing. So, if that's your thing, look for RVs that are equipped with solar panels, that have larger freshwater tanks and efficient battery systems. An example of that would be an Airstream Interstate 24X. Has a robust solar setup. Freshwater, the freshwater tank's only 23 gallons on that, so to me, that doesn't really allow you to stay out for long periods off-grid, but there are other ways to be able to compensate for that, carrying extra water and so on and so forth. For example, my current RV has a 46-gallon freshwater tank, which has been kind of a game changer for me. My freshwater now lasts almost as long as it takes me to, need to dump my black and gray tanks. So that's been really cool. Number 3 is going to be storage space. It's a crucial factor when you're living in an RV. You'll want ample space for your clothes, your kitchen supplies, all the gear you need for your adventures. Oh, and food and water and all that stuff. So a great example of a spacious, storage abundant model is a Grand Design Solitude. That's a fifth wheel model, and it includes a large pantry. It's got under the bed storage. So keep in mind, when you're choosing an RV, make sure to inspect all the storage options and assess if they meet your needs. Now, if you haven't done this before, it's going to be really difficult to know if there's really enough storage. And I'll give you an example. When I moved from my previous RV into this one, I had to kind of reassess where everything was going to live within all of the cabinets and storage space. And it took me a little while to figure it out, but I've got a pretty good system down now, so I'm pretty happy with that overall. Next up is going to be towing capacity. If you plan on bringing along toys like a boat, an ATV, or even a smaller vehicle, towing capacity is essential. Now, models like the DRV Mobile Suites offer impressive towing capacities, so you can bring all of your favorite outdoor gear along for the ride. Couple of things about this. Those are fifth wheels, and I'm not sure what the law is, quite frankly, in all states. I know in some states it is entirely legal to tow things behind a fifth wheel trailer that's attached to your truck, like a boat, for example. But make sure you check the laws on that as well, and check the RV's towing specifications, whether it's a drivable or a towable, and make sure it aligns with all of your plans for what you want to explore. All right, next up is number 5, build quality and durability. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you're driving or towing an RV down the road, it's a rolling earthquake. Stuff's gonna fall apart. It just is. Plan on it. So consider the build quality and the durability of the RV. Full-time living means the RV is going to be your home, so you want it to be able to withstand the rigors of the road. So a couple of examples that might be helpful there in terms of what you're looking for in quality. Oliver Legacy Elite 2 is a towable, known for its durable fiberglass construction. Inspect the build quality, the materials used, and the customer reviews to make sure your RV can handle the miles ahead. Now, I'm now in a Phoenix Cruiser, and kind of an interesting thing, somebody just said it to me today. I'm traveling with another friend of mine who also has a Phoenix Cruiser. Hers is a 2013 model, mine's a 2017 model, and our friend said to me this morning, wow, they both look like they're 2024 models, and they do, which is really very cool. So, what did I do? I'd been traveling in a Lance travel trailer and towing with a 3/4 ton pickup truck for several years before I decided to switch to a drivable RV instead, and I've talked about the reasons for that before. And I'll try and remember to link that video here for you. So at that time, I thought I wanted the Mercedes Sprinter cutaway chassis, and as a result, I ended up with a 2016 Coachman Prism 24M. That's a Murphy bed model, 24 feet 10 inches long. At the time, I had no intention of being full-time, and I thought I was still just going on vacation. I was wrong. And if I were just going on vacation, that would not have been a bad choice, just saying. So I went on an extended trip for about 6 weeks starting in October of 2021, just 2 months after I bought the Prism. By the time I was winding down that trip, I decided to turn my house into an Airbnb and go full-time. So fast forward another 18 months or so, and I discovered that the lack of floor space and the need to deploy the slide in order to deploy the Murphy bed just wasn't working for me long-term. Even if I was parked somewhere for a while, for a week or two, I still had to deploy the bed every night and then stow it again in the morning. Oh, and then Kit came into my life and made that small space seem even smaller. So, I decided to get serious about replacing that rig early last summer. By this time, I knew some of the non-negotiables for me included having a permanent bed, no matter whether a slide was in or out. Although in some ways I'd prefer no slide at all because there's less to go wrong when you don't have a slide. What I love about Henry is that even with the slide in, everything still functions. And that means I can stealth camp. It means I don't have to put the slide out to be able to use everything within the RV. So keep in mind, choosing the right RV for full-time living, it really is a thrilling decision that can enhance your nomadic lifestyle. Keep all of these considerations in mind that we've talked about today, and you'll be well on your way to finding the perfect home on wheels. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support, and we'll see you on the next one.